Man, 5-star James. I don't care what stars they give you. You're 5-star. You've been a 5-star. Which is much far there. Listen, man. University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
Nah.
Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person you ever played?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this. Nobody. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's what I'm for. I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just got to do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like a striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
Guess what's
Because
up?
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety, and he was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's his.
That's just him
yeah.
helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I told him to
Yeah.
get. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play,
Right.
you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
Dog, they didn't touch you, like.
Yeah, like they did.
Explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds.
I mean,
Is it something? Is it a swim move? Is something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?
Big time player, step up in big game. All the criticizing, all that, it's over, baby. Big time player, step up in big game.
going on, bro? Who in here? Let us know where y'all from in the comment section, man. Let us know where y'all from in the comment section. I'm gonna drop this thing right here. Want to get down with the IOD Squad, 786-459-499. But first off, it's Monday. I sat out with a legend yesterday, Alonzo Highsmith. That'll drop soon. Also, got two people in the back. Got Big X in the back, Big Rich in the back. Gonna bring them in here shortly. But let's get this thing going, man. I'm D. About to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. Big names on campus right now. I mean, you know, it's the touring season. Right off the back, Desmond Ricks 2024. I think he just got a 1 in every goddamn category. It's just like Desmond Ricks 2024, #1 state in the nation, #1 in Saturn, Mars, #1 in fucking the Legion of Doom, #1 in Gotham City. Like, those type of kids walking around. Those type of kids we finna try to again. I sat down with the legend yesterday, bro. And standard about to change around here. It's about to change, but we'll get into that later. Dropped the Luther Campbell this morning, part 2. And today we're gonna talk about women in recruiting, but we're gonna get into something first. I'm gonna throw a little 3 ball. We're gonna get into a little something first. Bam! IOD Squad, investor died. There it is, right there. Trying to get that thing up to 200 people in the community. But we're going to get into something first. I'm going to throw X and Richard curveball in here. IOD Squad, man. I'm going to pin that in the comment section. If you want to get down with IOD Squad, in the comment section. If you want to get down with IOD Squad, that's invest or die. We were on there late last night in the little chat room chatting last night. I think them boys was in there till about 11 o'clock. Investor die. There's the link. I'm gonna pin that in the comment section. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, we dropped Luke part 2. And one of the first stories Luke tell on part 2 is the Amari Cooper story. Just makes you want to throw up. My God. Let me see. He tells the Amari Cooper story. Let me see. 1 second. I'm gonna pull that in here. I know y'all didn't think Boston. Y'all didn't think Boston was gonna beat Golden State twice in a row, did y'all? I know y'all ain't thought no crazy shit like that. I know y'all got a call yesterday talking about you think White gonna get his points for Boston? His points kind of low tonight. Yeah, everybody points kind of low tonight. They finna get their ass whooped tonight. Like, everybody points kind of low tonight. There's no way they finna leave. No way they leave Golden State down up 2-0. All right, so I'm gonna bring my boys in here, man. I'm gonna bring Rich in here, and I'm gonna bring X in here. X, what's up? I think X, you muted. I think.
Oh, what's up, man? I don't know.
Rich, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's up? Listen, so we're gonna talk about women in recruiting, but first of all, we're gonna run over this real fast. We dropped the Luke part 2 this morning. We're gonna get into this story real fast. Hit the Amari Cooper story.
Bring it up, best.
Oh man, we got to go through this again.
I got my guy right here. He gonna dig his ass up. Hey, you come on over here. Come on, defensive coordinator, DB coach. Let this shit happen right now.
Right.
Let's get this going right now. If we beat him 3 out of 4 times, you go off of my guy. No problem. They get some big 5-star, bring him out there. He line up. Shit. Coop. 4 out of 4. Okay, give me the offer.
He froze.
Yeah, froze.
Al Golden, y'all come on up to the office. Me, Billy Rowe, Chris Perkins go up to the office and say, we're going to offer you, but we can't announce it. Coop start getting emotional. Coop said, I'll commit right now.
What, man?
I commit. He said, hold on. He said, hold on. You can't, no, we don't, no. You don't have to call nobody. He was like, I'll call my mama. Call my mama up. The mama crying. Oh my God. Come on, baby.
Man, are you serious, man? I didn't know it went this deep.
His name is Jack the Ripper. He will steal your shoes, your phone, the remotes, all that shit. Yeah, so
Coop called his mama.
Coop called his mama. She on the phone, emotional, on the speaker, and all that. No, it's okay. And he was like, and they were like, no. But you can know we can't take the off. We can't have you commit right now because we have this guy Herb Waters. I'm like, what is Herb Waters? I'm like, who the hell is Herb? They got this guy Herb Waters, and Luke, can we like hold on right here? Hold on, we need to talk to y'all outside. Coop goes out and Herb Waters. We told him we're not going to take another receiver, and if we take him, then Herb don't come to Miami.
What you said to that?
I said, fuck Herb Waters. I said, but I basically say, look, man, is that what we become?
Right.
Last time I checked, because I know the history of Miami.
Right.
Last time I checked, you come here to compete. And if Herb Waters don't want to compete, then that says a lot about him.
Right.
Not knowing whether Herb would have competed or not.
Right.
This is what these dudes is telling me.
Right.
I'm like, hey, look here, man. If he ain't ready to compete, then what the fuck are we doing? Because I know Edwin James was in the same room as Clinton Portis and Gore and all them. Yeah. And they told Gore the same thing. Right. Donnie Solid just say, Gore, you scared to compete? Right. If you talk to Gore right now, he'll tell you that's what got his ass down there.
Yeah, that's exactly what got him down there.
Yeah, so now if you ain't got that in you, what are we doing?
So Frank told me the same story. He said basically he challenged him. Frank said he was going to Ole Miss. He challenged him, and that's what made him. Who you think better than me? See, exactly. Go down here and see what you talking about.
Man, I hate that. I don't hate the story. I just hate hearing about it because it's true. It was one of the most darkest moments in University of Miami history to tell a kid from South Florida to not commit because we looking at another kid that's not. I mean, what?
Man, you reliving old nightmares and stuff, man. What's going on, Street?
It hurts because you brought it back up, man. Oh, man. Street, you on mute.
You on mute, man.
At that moment, right? Let's think back now. Was Herb Waters considered higher than Amari Cooper? Because Amari Cooper was injured.
No, he wasn't.
He had a quiet high school career.
He wasn't higher. Herb Waters was like a mid 3-star.
So why would Al Golden be holding out
with her Waters holding. Why would you hold off Amari Cooper for her? Because when you think of Amari Cooper, you don't think of his star-studded high school career. Because he was injured a lot of the time. I mean, it's just, you don't think, when you think about the greatest high school players, and you never think of Amari Cooper because of the way his high school career went.
Yeah.
Correct.
So was it there some confusion?
I think it was the, Al Golden just didn't understand the culture of Miami itself.
Mm-hmm.
He just knew, I think, okay, so when Al Golden got to UM, I was still coaching in high school too. He didn't really open his arms to the coaches in the schools in Miami or in South Florida. He was more so, let me bring a lot of teams from out of state to come down. He was trying to do like a national thing, and it was like, huh? Like, hold on, you got Northwestern, Central, Edison, North Miami Beach, Northern Carol City. You got all these schools, even the down south. You got all these schools right here, and you not opening your arms to them. You rather schools up north and to come down, and that was just a bad time. But he didn't understand the culture. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give that to him. He just didn't understand it.
Well, I would say.
Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
I would say it's not only the culture, but he didn't understand what he was looking at either, because it's certain things that Amari Cooper brings to the table that Herb Waters didn't at the time. And, Luke talks about this all the time. Like, Luke is like, when you're talking about a top wide receiver, you looking for the route trees that they're able to run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we even have that issue with Andy Jean right now, right? You look at Andy Jean, number one, makes big plays all the time, right? So there's that factor, because you got to be able to catch the ball. Then you got to look at the route tree, the speed, the size combination, how many positions you can put them at on the field. And I think that coming from up north where they came from, we all know that if you're in the, he went to Penn State, in that area, in the Big Ten in general, receivers are asked to do something else. So you look for different skill sets in receivers. It's not the same down here as down here, what you look for. So I think that played a factor in it too, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the way, the style he coached. But then it kind of confused me, because you had James Coley as your offensive coordinator. Like, I'm now scratching my head, like, because James Coley know better. He knows I want Amari Cooper on my team. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I just think he just doesn't understand the culture, because Florida, in the state alone, this whole state, all three schools were good with speed. When Al Golden got to UM, they tried to take away the speed and try to make players big. We want guys. So I think Herb Waters was probably bigger than Amari Cooper in high school, which probably is why he wanted him.
Maybe height wise. Height-wise,
but like I say, still in high school, I don't care if Cooper didn't play the full season. Cooper was just better. Like, when you see him on the field, when he did get on the field, he was better. But hey, man, what Coach Bain say, man? The nightmare's over.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah,
it's over. It's so crazy because Hakeem Williams just dropped his top 6, and then UM is in it. Everybody kept going crazy, like, dang, UM not recruiting him no more, and he's not coming to you. I'm like, he's a South Florida kid. He's like, UM is going to be in his top. Like that. I mean, I don't know why people didn't think it wasn't. But
Insane say, can we have a moment of silence for all the dumbass recruiting decisions our coaches have made in the past?
Oh man. It's so many we could go off of. I don't even want to name, but oh my gosh.
I got another theory too. Maybe when they came down here, you know, the Al Golden Staffs of the world. They was like, you know what? We don't even need to watch film because all these boys good down here, right? They all good. So we could cover our eyes, we could blindfold ourselves, put all the receivers up there, and just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, we're gonna take that dude. We'll take the blindfold off and be like, oh, that's Herb Waters. All right. So Herb, we're gonna get you the scholarship over Amari Cooper.
Bro, I can only imagine that, like I said, there was Amari Cooper locked into Bama, and that was it. It wasn't like there was this frenzy for him. It wasn't like it was a very, very weird, and it was at a time where Northwestern was kind of declining, right? Like for some reason,
that's after
Billy Rowe was letting the shit go down. It was going down.
Yeah,
and it was like I said, when you think about top greatest players in South Florida high school, you never think about Amari Cooper. He don't cross your mind because I did a list.
Yeah, because statistically he didn't do exactly what he did in college. You know what I'm saying? But the thing, now the 1 year he did have Teddy as quarterback, he was real good out there. He was real good. I think once Teddy left, that's when it was like, okay, well, he, you know, his career wasn't as good as it should have been.
Yeah.
But again, if you see him even in 7-on-7, and then even when he's on the field, you just know, like, yeah, okay, well, he looks the part. He looks like he got it because he could run routes like with the best. He was doing that in high school. The routes that he runs in the NFL, he was running them type of routes in high school. It's just he didn't have a quarterback to get him the ball once Teddy left. But yeah, I mean, even okay, so you got Amari Cooper. Just think of him. Just think of what they told Tutu Atwell. Like, they basically were like, you too smart to play wide receiver. Elijah Moore. The list goes on and on and on. Like, you telling, I mean, the previous staff just told one of the best receivers in the nation, who's at Miami Edison, he's too small. What does that even mean? That you're too small.
He instantly gets picked up by the team that kicks your ass like
the team that everybody they want him though, but he's too small to play for your school. Like, what does that even mean?
And let's make it clear, that was the past regime. That's not this regime.
The past staff. No, the new staff is on him heavily. I think a flip gonna be coming pretty soon. But like, what does that even mean? You tell a kid from Miami he's too small to play receiver at your school.
Right. Very, very, very. I mean, I guess it just goes to show you the different levels, bro, the different levels of recruiting and all the nuances. And, oh, we promised this to Herb Waters, and how if you let it get funky, it could get funky on you.
And okay, so by them promising Herb Waters, what type of player was Herb Waters for them to promise him? Like, was he the number one receiver in the nation to say something like that?
No.
Did he have 2,000 yards receiving in one season in high school for them to tell, okay, we're not gonna take no more receivers?
How good was he, X? Do you remember?
He was decent. I mean, he had speed. He had some speed. He was not better than Amari Cooper. I think they probably just say, I guess because he played full season in high school.
Well, you got to remember, once again, you know, coming from up there, you come down here. Shoot, I bet they was at like Barbara Goldman practice and was like, God, man, I ain't never seen this type of speed in my life.
Yeah. I mean,
But it's not like he was by himself. He always had Hurley. He had these guys that was still
he had some. That's why it's head scratching, because I'm like, okay, he had James Coley. Like, come on, James Coley, one of the best recruits in the nation. I figured that James Coley would have said, Coach, whatever you talk about is nonsense. We want him.
I think you remember that classic footage of them in that room when they were looking at the film and Hurley Brown got into it.
Yeah. With the defensive coordinator.
I think some guys to keep their job don't say shit.
That's true. That's true.
I think so. I think sometimes.
Well, I think that's why Michael Barrow ended up leaving because he kept saying too much. He was like, "Man, this ain't working, coach. What you doing?" Like, I think the last straw with Michael Barrow was when they had Denzel Perriman line up like 15 yards at linebacker, and I think he was fed up from that. He like, "Man, I can't do it no more, man. He's got my linebacker, my middle linebacker lined up 15 yards." Like,
you said that was the last straw, though?
Yeah, that was his last straw. He was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here before they ruin my name.
Did he ever coach again?
I think didn't he go to Seattle? I think he went to coach in the NFL. I think he went to coach in the NFL. I always felt like he should. I mean, I would have loved for him to come back because he took Denzel Perriman and turned Denzel into an instant superstar at linebacker. And
he did.
We just ain't had no linebacker coach in a long time to do something like that. So just imagine Michael Barrow with Shaq and Mike Pickney and Zach McLeod. You know,
them boys would have been out of here in 3 years.
Yeah, just imagine him with that. I mean, then the maybe that position room wouldn't have been recruited so awful.
Yeah, you said it wouldn't have been recruited so awful.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been recruited so awful. We're not going to get defensive ends to turn them into linebackers. We're going to get linebackers.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this too, because we talk about this all the time with the past regime. But the one thing I want to say to the players who actually had to live through this and who had to go and they put in the hard work and tried to make the U come back, and they bled, sweat, cried, orange and green.
And the fans begged them to come commit.
Yeah,
blindly every year.
I'm gonna say to them, we not bashing y'all at all. We are not bashing y'all at all. Like, we love y'all for what y'all did. So, but we understand, and you understand too. When you look back at it, you turn on the tape. You didn't receive the best opportunity that you could have from the previous coaching staffs that were here. So we fully acknowledge and understand that. So we're not trying to dog any of the players who put on for the U, and they just was here when we didn't have the best regime that we could possibly put together as an institution.
Yeah, like it's not their fault.
No, it's not the players' fault. Even the ones who we could all sit up and agree that maybe if we had a better staff, maybe them guys probably wouldn't have got a scholarship offer. It's not their fault. I mean, they came because they got the offer. Who really turns down the UM offer? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get it and you probably don't deserve it, but you're like, well, you don't want me. I could commit? Yeah, let's go. Like, why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? That's UM. They send players to the NFL. I would commit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I don't belong there. Now you got a staff that I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They not just going to let a kid who they even if they offer him, yeah, we offer you, but that don't mean you could commit. You know what I'm saying? We looking at you, but we also looking at other players. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this player wants to commit, yeah, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just offered you, but it don't. But the previous staff would have just said, "Hey, go ahead and commit." You know what I'm saying? And then you get so many decommits throughout the season because you have that same thing going over and over and over. You're getting kids who you really don't want, but you letting them commit. Well, why you letting them commit, coach?
Right. That's Luke. That's the Luke Part 2 interview when we were just watching, man. I just put the link in the comment section. Go check that out. Yesterday, you wasn't there with us, but I sat down with Lonzo at University of Miami. We tracked him down and we actually interviewed him and Bane. Bane was there. We didn't interview Bane, but we just talked to Lonzo, man. And he's here to evaluate talent, dog. He's here to evaluate talent. He's here to change the standard on what's on our roster. And he's not going to hold his tongue on what he thinks and what he sees. And you guys asked for it, and it has landed on Green Tree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Our roster from this day forward will never look the same. Like it'll never look subpar. It'll never. Not saying that we won't have holes, but the way the players looked and the players that we go after, bro. I talking to him made me realize how far we have failed. Because even us as fans, we had started accepting some things.
Okay, so once the recruiting services started coming out, I think we got so caught up in the fact that, oh, well, this guy is a very highly recruited individual. He's a 5-star. He's a 4-star.
Right.
We stopped looking at the fact that, well, what happens when he plays in the game? Is he really good throughout a whole game, or is he just only good on the highlights? Everybody highlights is raw.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a raw highlight tape. I argue with people all the time. I'll be like, how you know he's good? They'll be like, I watched his film. I'm like, which film did you watch? Oh, his highlight, his huddle. Who I don't, Street, you know anybody who put up a bad huddle? I don't know.
A bad one?
Yeah, I don't know anybody who ever put up a bad huddle.
I don't know if I ever saw one.
That's what I'm saying. So now we looking at, as fans, you say, oh, well, he's a 5-star. The recruiting service say he's a 5-star. Oh, let's go after him. Does that necessarily work because he's a 5-star? I mean, the ratio is 5 stars are normally good, but maybe he's not the kid that's supposed to come to you. Maybe we're supposed to go get the Amari Coopers, who's a 4-star.
Yeah.
The Tutu Atwell, these guys who you watch them dating, you be like, they're good. Let me get them on my team. You know what I'm saying?
I think we have felt, but I think we felt a little further than that. I think we had even started accepting and hoping that some of these guys was going to come in and turn into something that they're just not. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that Keyshawn Smith is what we think he is. Hoping that this is a lot of these kids. But listen, bro. The standard is changed down there. Dog is here, and he know what he's seen. He know what an NFL player look like. Now it's a difference between a college player that can play really well and then an NFL player. Yes. So it's a difference. So if you're not NFL ready,
it's a difference also between good versus special. Like, if you turn on the tape sometime, like, and I know this is highlights of the player's film, but the way that certain people do things, you could tell whether it's good or special. I remember seeing Tutu Atwell in a state championship game where 150-pound Tutu Atwell didn't find any receivers down the field, so he scrambles. And then when he starts to scramble, he gets hit by 2 players, or he's about to collide into 2 players. He spins, like, just, you could tell it wasn't like pre-planned or nothing like that. It was just athletic instinct. He spins, and I think the players, they barely graze him, and then he takes off like 60 yards for a touchdown. And I'm looking at that, and I'm just like,
he's special.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a football player. Like, that dude plays football for real.
Hey, let me give you another special individual. And me and Streeter was at the game. Miami Northwestern playing against Central. Central had the running back Amari Daniels. Normally, when Amari Daniels breaks free, he scores a touchdown. There's nobody going to catch him. He breaks this play. We all running like, okay, well, he's finna score. We see Cam Kitchens come out of nowhere and runs him down. At that moment, I was like, Cam Kitchens is going to be special. Because I've never seen Amari Daniels get caught. From Little League on to high school, I never seen him get caught, ran down from behind.
That's true.
When it happened, everybody was like, how did that happen? Like,
didn't even look, it looked surreal. Like,
yeah,
like, what the fuck was Amari doing? Looking like Amari, like, what the fuck was you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what just happened? I mean, but no, bro. So Zoe, you know what I'm saying, is here to evaluate, tell people the truth, tell parents the truth, tell kids the truth. hey James, you might be a 5th round safety, you may be a 2nd round DN. Take it or leave it. Shit like that. So listen, we're gonna get into women and recruiting because a couple months ago I said y'all homeboy Mo from Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M Shamar Stewart coach, told me that there was women in recruiting at these schools. He was like, Street, listen, when we go to these other schools, it's like 30 women in the recruitment department. Some of y'all remember this conversation. And I was like, damn, what is he getting at with this? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking my head started wandering. I'm like, what the fuck you mean it's 30 women? He like, bro, it's women dealing with us. It's like women, it's like Southern hospitality. It's women calling us. It's women walking us around. It's women saying, y'all okay? Y'all want water? It's women dealing with us. He was like, Miami got Cooney calling me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dog, make me understand what you're saying. He said, okay, when it's time to talk to Nick Saban, let's say of a name, a girl, Gabrielle calls you. Hey, Mo, what's going on? I'm chilling. How the dog doing? He doing fine. We had a lot of fun when y'all was down here. When y'all coming back to Tuscaloosa? We may come back down there next month. Yada, 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 yada. You know you got to meet with Nick Saban today. You ready for it? It's at 9:30. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to patch you in. There's women that do that. He was saying what he was saying was that Miami wasn't there yet, is what he was saying. And that's what he was making. Miami wasn't there yet. But you see, now that we have resources, we're hiring more what?
More women coaches. I mean, it just makes sense from a PR standpoint. Just imagine if a woman is calling you Street and you got your son, she's going to basically will you into, hey, let me go check that out. You know what I'm saying? They got this woman calling us. Maybe, she could probably talk a lot better than the male coach. The male coach, they're going to get into straight specifics. Oh, well, he's going to play cornerback for us. We're recruiting 4 different corners. The woman going to be like, hey, well, we just want you to come down and check it out because we just got some nice new dorms. The cafeteria just got rebuilt again. Man, you should go see Mario office because Mario office. Now your head going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So now you want to get down there.
Maybe say a woman almost got him to come to the Army.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Listen, they can play different games with us, bro.
Yeah, they can.
Period.
Imagine, you know what? In the business world, they say, in order to break up the tension in a room, you bring a woman to that round table. So if you're trying to get a multi-million-dollar deal done, and you got two sides on that table that's fighting or that's negotiating back and forth, just like you said, X, when 2 dudes sit down, or however many dudes, they're gonna talk about X's and O's. Man, you need to give me $5 more. I ain't taking it. I need my $5, man. That's what they're gonna talk about. But then you have a young lady sit down at the table. Now everybody trying to be cordial. Hey, how you doing? You need some water, right? Your whole demeanor change. Right. And from that perspective, now you could bring not just the quantitative side of the business to the table, the quantitative being the numbers. You can also talk about the qualitative side, which is the emotion, the how you feel about those new dorms that just went up over at UM. How did your mama feel about? Give it to me straight. How did your mama feel about the campus? Did she think that it's going to be a safe environment for you? Now, if you were recruiting, you want to go to UM, but your mom is on the fence. You could be like, hey, can you go ahead and talk to my mom and show her around? Now they having girl time, walking around the campus.
Yeah, speaking girl lingo.
Right. Now mom comes back and says, boy, you signing with UM.
Who's better to talk to a mom, a coach or a woman recruiter?
Say that again.
Who's better to sit at mom, a coach or a woman?
It depends too. It depends too. It depends too. It depends. I mean, because if the mama is very heavily, if she's very heavily involved with his recruitment, it might be better to send the coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just got a mom who don't know, she don't really know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She'll feel a lot more comfortable talking to another woman because they know each other language.
Because she want her son to be safe.
Yeah. Hey, it's so crazy because Rich, by you was saying that, I was just thinking about the movie, the program, and you remember how they got the running back to come there when he went to go visit. Who was the first one off the bus for him? The female, right?
Exactly.
She took him around. Okay, made it a whole lot easier for him to make a choice. Like, then when he signed and got back to school, he was like, "Oh, what's going on?" You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right. I mean, that's just female could, like you say, Rich. The female could ease the tension. Almost
that's why I went to Clemson. So same thing happened when I got accepted to Clemson. I would say every week I had a woman call me, and she was I think she was like a grad assistant or something like that, and she would call me every week. And I was like, this, and I'm from Miami, so she got this real like thick country accent, and I'm just like, all the girls up here talk like that. And so I remember I went up there, and just like you said, X, the first person that met me and my family when I went up there was this young lady that we've been talking to back and forth. And I was so mad at my older brother because we saw when she came up, we saw her. My older brother was like, that's the lady who been recruiting you. And just to go to the school, not to go, for the football, nothing like that, just to go to the school. And so me and my brother was over here arguing in the car because I'm like, man, you don't even go to this school, man. Let me go ahead and talk to her. Because my brother was like, but she the same age as me. You can't get that. And I'm just being real. And so it made things go over a lot easier. And I did end up going to Clemson. But
hey, Streeter, it happened to me in high school. It happened to me in high school when I got the Pace.
Pace recruited you?
No. Listen, once I got the Pace, our first football game, the cheerleader walked up to me with a big bag. I got brand new shoes in the bag. I got an outfit. I got candy, food. I'm like, what is this for? She's like, oh no, I'm your cheerleader. And I was like, what? You my who? My cheerleader? I was like, hold on, we had this at Norland. I ain't had nothing like
she's your cheerleader personally?
We had like, you was a star player they gave you, basically had your own personal cheerleader. And I was like, what is this?
For what?
I don't know.
Jungle juice at lunchtime?
Man, listen, they'll come feed you if you, man. It was just, and that was that Pace. So I can only imagine. It's I know how it is in college. If they doing that at Pace, come on, man. I'm like, what? A cheerleader? Every home game, she just coming and giving you stuff like,
J-Dub say the better question is, who would you send to talk to Mama Kelly? Not young Kyra Border, who just graduated from University of Miami. We're not sending her to talk to Mama Kelly.
You gotta send DVDs.
Yeah, you gotta send somebody. No. You gotta send somebody. Mama Kelly cut from a different cloth though. Clout Loud. I never seen Clout Loud in here though. But Clout Loud got a lot of comments. Clout Loud say the easy way to fail worrying about a girl in college. Good luck making your decision because of a girl. Clout Loud, where are you from? like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, listen, I mean, women run the world. Sometimes that's just the dumb shit we do. Nobody's saying it's right.
You know what, to be honest with you, it's a yin and yang situation where we need women need us, and we're better together than we are apart. So the conversation always gets magnified when you have women involved. And, you know, especially when I'm looking at the profiles, we already have women on the staff.
Yeah.
I mean, as a matter of fact, we got one lady staffer who's been on the staff since 2016, and she's like, you know, the head coach's personal assistant. So,
we talk
I mean,
about the fine one. What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. She the fine one.
You talking about Sabrina Bayer?
Is that her name?
Because the one that just the one that we just hired, Kara Borden. So she's a UM alumni.
Yeah,
so,
she's an alumni. She's an alumni. No, the one I know, the one that you talk about, she's basically the coach's assistant. She's the real fine one.
You talking about Brooke Wilson?
Brooke Wilson, that's her. Brooke. Oh my gosh! Every time I see her down there, I be almost
Brooke.
Yeah, boy, Brooke is fine.
So Brooke she's the assistant director of player personnel and recruiting operations.
Okay.
So of course, you know, especially during this season, she's heading up a lot of different things. So you know, you're seeing a lot of her right now, obviously, because from the recruiting perspective and all that. But it just makes sense. It just makes sense. It's
Clout is the I guess he's the guy who said his team was playing against American Heritage. He just told us to check out his stuff. Okay, yeah. It'd be a lot of people be telling us to check out their stuff, so I don't be knowing who is who. But yeah, he's the one who say his team playing against American Heritage, I think, this year. Or
he go to Los Alamos High School. Oh, he's a kid. Okay, all right, you good, bro. You good. Keep that mindset, big dog.
Yeah, no.
Keep that mindset.
I didn't realize he was a kid.
Yeah, no. He's a kid. He don't, you know, he didn't understand like it's not that serious. Right. It's joking, but
don't let girls get in the way of grades.
Yeah, back on the topic though, Street, I think it's good because you like I keep telling people, man, you really want the exact coaches who are coaching on the field to handle what's on the field. You don't want them to be worried about everything else that's going on off the field. You know, when you have a good staff, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody handling their business. Now we can focus on what's on the field. Alabama, I'm pretty sure that's what Alabama does. You know what I'm saying? They on field staff is not focused about what's going on off the field. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got about 1,000 coaches. You know what I'm saying? 5 of y'all watch that guy. You know what I'm saying? The other 5 y'all watch that guy. Once we get on the field, then we do us on the field. We win the games, and y'all watch them after the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what we starting to see at University of Miami. What he said the other day, we had 54. So this makes 55. I mean, actually, staff members. And they still gonna hire more.
Yeah. I was looking at Los Alamos High School. They damn good, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, they gotta be if they come down to play American Heritage.
They coming down to play American Heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they damn good. They look like they only lost one game last year. Then they went down in the playoffs to John Bosco.
Okay.
John Bosco got that ass though. Goddamn.
Yeah, John Bosco ain't no
63-38.
Ugh. That was that.
No, man. But I just found it interesting that I was talking about this. And now we're hiring more. And at the time I was trying to get Mo to just explain it to me. Hey, dog, explain to you me. He said, man, when we're there, there's a woman there with us. She does whatever we tell her to do. Like she's like, hey, you guys need napkins, you guys need, and I guess that makes it just a different environment, bro. It makes it a
woman could host you better than a man hosts you. That's just a natural instinct of them. You know what I'm saying? A woman could cater to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, a dude, he probably gonna ask you what you need, and then he gonna probably try to find somebody else to get the stuff that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, woman gonna go get the stuff. She gonna be like, "Oh, you hungry? Oh, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Let me go get this food and bring it right to you." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dude, the coach gonna be like, "Hey, somebody seen Jaja. Tell Jaja go get the food and bring it to the end of the to the back of the IPL."
Right.
Better yet, before you even get on the trip, a woman is gonna be like, "Hey, what do you like to eat?" And then when you get there, it's gonna be there. A dude is gonna be like, "Oh man, you know what? It is lunchtime too, ain't it? What y'all want? Y'all want some Chick-fil-A? Oh, go ahead and get some Chick-fil-A, man. Yeah, go ahead and do that." And you sitting there like, "Man, I don't even like Chick-fil-A." So it's a whole different atmosphere, a whole different animal, as Jason Wood says.
No, it definitely is, man. I wonder how many they're gonna add.
I'm just thinking that from what I was told, I know the recruiting staff is going to be a lot more added. It's going to be a lot more added. I've heard that a 24/7 guy they was looking to add him. I don't know if that's still going to happen because it's so much going on between 24/7 and then on 3. What is not on 3? I mean, what is 1-3, right?
Yeah.
It's so much going on between them. Then I heard the other day that Rivals is probably finna break up, and I'm like, well, it's sad.
Didn't the boy just get hired at Rivals?
I don't know. I'm just saying this is what I keep hearing. This is what I'm like.
What is from Hotbed.
Yeah. Marcus,
Marcus.
It's so much going on. I don't know
what's going on between 247 and 1 Sport.
Okay, so what's happening is I think most of their top guys from 247 are leaving to go with the other guys.
But I think the same guy created both.
He created them, but I guess they trying to figure out. I guess they saying they created a system that's better.
It's newer. Yeah, they finna start putting prices on the kids. But Rich, explain what do you think's going on there, Rich? This guy created Rivals 247. And now 1-3. Now he's taking Kane Sport from 247. How they didn't do a not compete clause? Like, how the fuck is this allowed? Like,
yeah, I don't understand that part. I definitely don't understand. Like, how you create something, you leave and then you create something else, but y'all still use it almost like the same formula.
Well, he sells it. He creates it. He sells it. He makes money. And then somehow they dropping the ball, and he's doing it again and again and again.
Well, it's just like name, image, and likeness. So you might have a board of directors that's attached to one group, and they have the things that they want the direction that they want this group to go in. And then over here at 1-3, you have and is it 1 or is it 1-3?
I think it's 1-3 or on 3. On 3, because it's just 0, it's just ON and then 3.
On 3, like the snap count. On 3.
Okay. So then you got on 3 over here, and they have innovative ways in which they do things, in which they find information that's proprietary to this staff over here. And it's like, well, these guys are more cutting edge. These guys are they get it. They get it in terms of what recruiting is today. And why would I have my platform, which is an individual platform, canesport.com? Why would I keep it over here with Rivals 247 when I could just put it over here with On 3, and I'm gonna get all the upgraded stuff that I need to get? So that's my take on it. It's just like one thing that I'm seeing, like in the realtor market. A lot of folks that was with a bunch of other brokerage companies are now like coming on board with like EXP Realty, right? And I don't know what system EXP has, but one thing I do know is anytime you see EXP on something, is always overpriced, in my opinion, real estate wise. But a lot of realtors are gravitating over there as opposed to being with the old brokerage companies they were with.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes sense for them to leave. It makes sense if they're leaving to go to On3 because I think the value that On3 is dictating with the players, and then with their material is almost like they're guaranteeing you to get paid a lot more with them instead of staying with 24/7 or the other
Shit,
guys.
if I had to take a stab at it, I think it's no different than I build something up, right? I build up a race car. Then this big company comes in, Yahoo. They see what I built. They want to buy it. I sell it to them. They don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But you sell it to them because, hey, they big money, they want it. 3 years later, I go create another race car. I'm the creator of these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to be with the fakers, Yahoo, who may have the money but don't really kind of know how to grow or where to go from here, or you want to be with the new innovative thing that may be next, or with the guy who creeps doing, and that's how I kind of look at it. But I'm just thinking legally, on paper, somebody would have said, "Hey, can't let this guy do this the third time." Or maybe it's a clause where after 6 years he's able to do it. I don't know, bro. But good luck 247 Sports, just like Rivals.
I mean, it's gonna all be here because it's just so much camps and so much football and so much going on. So it's just gonna. I mean, all of them stick. I think you just have to keep bringing material, man. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, we definitely recruit on a whole nother level, man.
Who's all on the campus today? I know I saw Desmond Ricks, right?
Yeah, Desmond Rick, the Washington Twins, they out there. Hold on, there's another guy that's out there. Desmond Rick, the Washington Twins, J. Hurley, he's an Alabama commit.
Jaleel Hurley?
Yeah, Jaleel Hurley. Varley Christian.
Jurian Dickey.
Yeah, Jurian Dickey.
Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, so it's a lot of
IMG kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids that's down there. I mean, no, IMG, we always had a good, pretty good connection with IMG. So
It seems like that connection is becoming a lot better.
The only thing I don't like about IMG is because this is what happens when a lot of kids, a lot of these schools, they get two kids and they'll get the kid to go to them schools just so they could come to the schools. Like Alabama does that a lot. Like they would send kids to that school, IMG, to come to, once he graduates, then he comes back to Alabama. I think IMG is a preparatory school. Am I wrong?
No.
It could be.
Like a boarding school or some shit, right?
It's a boarding. That's the preparatory school is like a boarding school, though.
I think he's just trying to fit it into a lane. I think But listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. IMG AD told, not AD, the guy who I used to deal with at IMG, who used to deal with the media, looked at me in my face and told me that IMG could play for a state championship if it wanted to. He said they registered with the FHA SAA. If they wanted to, they could play for a state championship. I didn't think that was true because they recruit the nation, but so I don't know what IMG is.
But they're not in the classification though. So how would they be able to play?
He said if they wanted to. If they wanted to get in the
class,
they
have to get into the classification. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said if they wanted to, they could. I don't know how. I've never looked into it. The information, know how true it is. But IMG is like a goddamn.
My thing is this with IMG, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to voice this real quick. My thing with IMG is that It's state of the art facilities. Now they have 3 different football teams, high school football teams. I want to see more kids from the hood, you know, go to IMG on some type of voucher because they have those 2 other teams there. So you don't have to be on the national team. So give back to the community and allow kids to get scholarships to go to your school. That way they get to see something different, you know? I think that'll be a great move for them, not just, you know, all the kids who can afford the school now they get to go. And that's why, you know, Frank
Nobody can afford that school, man. That school is expensive.
It is.
They got to be giving some vouchers out, man. That school like what 70-something thousand per year, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
pretty sure they
all
do.
the vouchers going to all the hood dudes that run fast. That's all the vouchers you getting. The other teams
Well,
are filled with dudes who parents can pay.
Yeah, but check it out. Check it out. Of course, you got the national team, and these are the 4-star kids, 5-star kids, maybe some 3-star that has promise, right? If they're younger, all of them are going to go to school on a voucher, you know, basically for free, tuition paid for.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for the kids who are aspiring 9th graders, right? Who live in that community, who are from there, from Sarasota, from Bradenton, that might be
yeah. The kid, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know, yeah, they do want to play sports, but they're not a 4-star kid, but they live in that community.
Yeah.
I think it's good to mix some of that up in that particular environment because you get the kid access to something they've never seen before, but also the kids that come, you know, from all over the country, they also have a connection with that local community.
Yeah.
So, I don't
Good
know.
idea. Nobody's coming to save us.
Hey,
Like I said,
hey, Joe, you asked
all
the
the
question.
kids from the hood that could run fast are on the national team. The other team is probably full of kids that can pay.
Parents to play, yeah. So, Joe, you asked the question. No, make sure you register your kid now. Don't wait to go till you get there to register them. Register them now because you might not have a spot. If you go down there thinking you're gonna register them the day of, register them now. Is online. I forget the website you're supposed to register them at, but yeah, make sure you register your kids now. It's free for kids from I think it's 5 to 18 or 5 to 16, something like that. It's free for the camp, and that's on Sunday. So make sure you register them kids now, man. And then the other question I see, you say, DX, do you think Bullet is the best back in South Florida? Man. Wow.
Bullet is what now? Gonna be a what?
Bullet gonna be in the 11th, I think.
A junior?
Yeah, he's gonna be a junior. Still got Mark Fletcher, though.
Mark Fletcher still got a year left?
Yeah, Mark Fletcher there. You got Lil Ford out there at the West. You got
Mari Ford. You got the kid out of New Orleans.
Yeah, the kid, Simpkins out of New Orleans.
What are we calling Robbie Washington? A wide receiver?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver.
Game changer.
I think you gotta go with Mark Fletcher, bro. I think Mark.
Yeah, no, that's why I say like we still got Mark Fletcher there. Like Mark Fletcher is the best right now. Bullet is.
Didn't you get into it with somebody about Mark Fletcher?
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of fans. Yeah, a lot of fans don't like Fletcher. They prefer. Okay, so it was like Cedric Baxter, Mark Fletcher, the kid. What's his name? The one from Dillard, the kid that ran like the 10-4 or something like that. They looking for speed. They think that Mark Fletcher is just slow. I don't know where that comes from because he's not slow. I don't know. I think they, like I said again, they looking at the stars and saying, "Hey, well, he has more stars, so he's higher rated than Mark Fletcher," and not knowing that Mark Fletcher is a top running back, regardless of if he's a 5 or 4 star. He's just a top running back.
Yeah.
He committed Ohio State, so Ohio State ain't just taking no garbage. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't happening. So
I put See what I put on it with Mark Fletcher is that I saw Mark Fletcher 8U, 9U, 10U, undefeated, fucking facing the greatest teams in the nation, trying to bring, you know what I'm saying, undefeated his whole entire career. He was the man. And when you go through a gauntlet like that, like that can't be duplicated. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of other areas. Cedric Baxter is from South Florida. He played for Boynton as a kid, then he moved to Orlando. I'm willing to put that gauntlet that he went through up. So people looking at him saying in college he's going to be big and he's going to be a big target to hit. And I'm saying to myself that he's the same slender kid that he was at 10, at 9, and he ran the same way, like Major Oyster leaned forward and he ran, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think he's developed a running style that's going to live up, that's going to, you know what I'm saying, that will translate to college because of what he endured. Roger Bell talks about what we endure in South Florida, which made him who he is when it comes to those basketball courts and those battles that we go through and how we don't give a fuck, like we don't care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I'm going to bet on a kid that went through that. And I saw him go through it at a high level. He was in the AYFL, but they started playing outside of the AYFL, and I saw Mark Fletcher. So I think he translates. Some people don't. Some people question will he translate.
Man, I seen Mark Fletcher wear down a Northwestern defense in the third and fourth quarter where they didn't even want to tackle him no more.
Yeah, I think they look at it. This is what I think. They look at his highlight tape. They look at this is another huddle thing. They look at his highlight tape, right? And I think they don't see the long runs. They don't see a lot of that stuff on the highlight tape.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a lot of highlights on Mark Fletcher, to be honest.
Right.
But I would say this though. I simply look at I look at comparisons, like next level comparisons. And with Mark Fletcher, you're looking at a potential NFL back. He already has the size, of course, right? My comparison for him would be like a Brandon Jacobs, right? So Brandon Jacobs, Gus Edwards type of running back, because they both lean forward very well. They both use their size very well. I don't think he's a 4-4 guy like Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not big and fast like that.
Yeah,
but
he ran a 4-4.
Yeah, he's like a 4-4 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was and coming out of high school. I'm saying this without going back to what he ran in the combine.
I think in the NFL, I think it was like 4.5.
Right. So I'm thinking that's his comparison. So if you're sitting here and you're a Miami fan or whoever fan, and you know what you need at running back, this is where he projects, right? Brandon Jacobs, Gus Edwards type of running back where he slashes but is explosive, but also has that lean and has the size. So that's why I really think, more so like where you really think about it, like Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards was 6'1". Now he's like 235, right? 235. So that's about what Mark Fletcher is.
You ever saw Brandon Jacobs in person?
Yeah, no, Brandon Jacobs was like 6'5", 6'4".
Motherfucker don't look like a running back. They look nothing like a nose guard. They don't look nothing like a fucking running back.
Crazy thing is Brandon Jacobs was in that same backfield with Cadillac Williams and what was the other one name?
Yeah, your boy told the story.
Ronnie Brown.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Baxter. I just want to say, when I look at Baxter tape, the thing that stands out to me is the fluidness. Like when you see him, like when he goes to make a cut, when he sees where his cut is supposed to be, he kind of does it in a very effortless manner in order to get where he needs to go. And that change of direction and vision reminds me a lot of Dalvin Cook. I look at it, I'm like, I see Dalvin Cook. I also see once he hits that, whatever cut he's trying to hit, once he hits it, he picks up speed. I don't know if he's as fast as Dalvin. I'm not. All I'm saying is, I see the running style is very similar.
It's funny how these conversations get confused. Like this guy J Dub saying, I thought at one point y'all liked Baxter over Fletcher. The question was, who's the best South Florida running back? Do we think Davion Gauze is the best South Florida running back? That was the question. It didn't have nothing to do with Orlando.
No, that's
it's funny how things get confused. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with Orlando. You know what I'm saying? It was a South Florida question. But I had to take two. I would take Cedric Baxter. Yeah. Something about those numbers and Cedric Baxter that he tailed off to me is special. Yeah. I would take him, but here we go with this 1A, 1B shit again. It's like we're talking about top tier of things and pick one. All right, give me the other one.
All right, do we have any running back that's as big as Mark Fletcher on our roster now?
No.
Shit, have we had one?
Maybe Thad, but Thad is different.
Thad. I mean, Thad is bigger.
Thad isn't Mark Fletcher's size.
He's bigger.
Not at all. Huh?
He's bigger.
No.
Not height wise, he's not.
Fletcher's like 6'2.5". Thad is probably like 6 foot, six
right.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But Thad is bigger in his stature. Fletcher is just taller.
Now let me ask another question. Do we have a running back on our staff that has the size and speed and vision combination of said Baxter?
I think we do. I think you got Don Chanley and you got the one we just got of what's his name? Citizen.
Size, speed, vision. All three.
Citizen.
I mean, you got Citizen. I don't know if we haven't seen. People haven't watched Don Chanley, but Don Chanley, he's not as big. He's not as big. Okay,
yeah.
He's not as big.
Right.
Citizen, what? Citizen like 6'1", 220.
Zoe like Citizen.
Yeah,
like 6'1", 2. I mean, not just Zoe. Everybody likes Citizen. Like,
yeah,
they say he worked. They say he working his ass off.
Everybody loves Citizen, so basically everybody in this. It's not funny, but that's the one thing that everybody keeps saying, like, "Oh, a Citizen gonna come and play right away," and I'm like, "Well, he still got 4 guys in front of him, but no, he was just better than him in high school." I'm like, "Well, he still got 4 guys in front of him, but everybody."
Now, would you like a Citizen every recruiting class?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Citizen is only 8 pounds lighter than Thad.
Absolutely, I would want Citizen. So you got Citizen last class. This class you get if you get Baxter or Fletcher. I mean, you still getting the top caliber running backs in the class.
I see people saying Thad is bigger and Fletcher is taller. What does that mean? You trying to say Thad way more?
Yo, Thad weighs more.
Oh,
Thad weighs more. Fletcher is taller.
Man, on a football field. The taller motherfucker that's taller, that's almost weighing the same as the shorter motherfucker, looks a whole lot dauntingly more scarier than the shorter guy. I mean, bigger to me means like as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like as a whole, yeah. How do you look coming at me? You know what I'm saying? Like the 6'2" dude looks a lot scarier. You know what I'm saying? Than the 6 foot dude.
Yeah, it looks scarier, but
I think that's why Ohio State took him too, because they felt
Ricky Williams wasn't 6'2", and let's compare careers.
To who? Who you want to compare Ricky Williams' career to?
Let's compare it to anybody who's 6'2" and over.
They had a chart going on last week about start one, bench one, and cut one, and it was Ricky Williams, Reggie Bush, and Derrick Henry, and my immediately answer was start Ricky Williams, bench Reggie Bush, and cut Derrick Henry. And people were like, why would you cut Derrick Henry? I said, well, look, I don't care what you say. Derrick Henry wasn't better than Ricky Williams.
He wasn't.
Then I bench Reggie Bush because I could put Reggie Bush on special teams. You know what I'm saying? But Ricky Williams is my number one back, and that's it.
No, Ricky Williams is a superhero.
But yeah, Ohio State.
Jim Marshall Falk, Damon Thomason, motherfuckers cut from
I think Ohio State likes Fletcher because they see like almost Eddie George, like he's big. You know what I'm saying? He's a big running back who's going to get us yards. And again, like I keep telling people, in the third and fourth quarter, you're not going to want to tackle the guy. So
one thing,
them 3-4 yard carries going to start adding up to 6 yard carries in the fourth quarter.
One thing I was talking to Shamar Stewart, and he was saying that I was saying, do you talk to Amari and you Keith Brown? And he said, yeah. I said, so what are they telling you? And the first thing came out his mouth was that they're saying that these guys up here aren't good. Basically, they're saying it ain't as hard as you think it is.
Wow, that's shocking to hear, man.
But it's not shocking because that's
the mentality from South Florida.
You hear people say it all the time that come from South Florida that has played in these games, these youth football games with 5,000 people there. You hear them say it all the time. Once they got to college, it was like, oh, I'm better than these dudes here. Now, politics may keep them off the field, but naturally, they may be better just because of the duels that they had to endure their whole entire life. Liberty City versus Gwen Cherry every year, 8U, 9U, 10U. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you're up there with guys that are good on paper, but they didn't face the talent you faced your entire life. And that's why Amari Daniels is probably saying it. And it probably frustrates our kids all the time when they have to sit and wait.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Amari and Yukeef says that. I mean, both of them came from a team that was good at Central. So by them saying that,
yeah.
I mean, I could agree. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Texas.
But here's my thing though. I think every position is not the same. So you saying that to Shamar and they got all these DTs and DNs.
Well, yeah.
Right. O-line might be a little different at O-line, right?
Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna be different in the trenches.
Exactly.
Different in the trenches. So Amari and you keep saying, yeah, we just know we're faster than everybody else because we from South Florida. So, but you're not bigger than everybody else because you're from South Florida. Now you big just like everybody else, maybe. Or you're not even the biggest no more. Now you got to go. Texas, one of them big 6'8" white boy who weighs 315, who was taught to once he get his hands on you, just drag you in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shamari played against nobody like that down here. Yeah, Shamari played against no offensive lineman down here in South Florida that was 6'8", 6'6".
Nope.
So now he's gonna be doing it every day. It's an everyday thing now. You know, and I think he up for the challenge. I think Shamar gonna be real good in college, man.
Me too.
I think everybody say, man, the man is. You look at him and you just look at his body and you say, yes, he got it. He gonna be good. I mean, I don't know what anybody else think. Like that's for you to not think he's not gonna be good. I don't know. Like you just don't like him. But
emotions.
Yeah, that's just emotions, man. Shamar's gonna be really good in college, man.
He been blessed by the genetic gods. So
yeah. What look, whoever I'm like, man, they drew his body together. His body is.
Well, listen, bro. Anything else before we get out of here?
Okay, so I think four or five Hurricanes goes into not go into the Hall of Fame. I guess they're going to be into the induction process. You got Ray Lewis, Ken Dorsey, Brian McKinney, Coach Larry Coker, and then Coach Mark Richt. I said Coach Mark Richt, but mostly he's going to the Hall of Fame for coaching at Georgia. So people want to say, well, he went to UM or he did the last 3 years at UM. Look, ain't nobody judging him on his UM football career or his UM coaching career. He's getting judged off Georgia career. Right. But he's still a Hurricane. I mean,
yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it, man. Every year it's something with it, something dealing with Hurricanes going into some form of Hall of Fame. So,
right.
I mean, there you have it, kids. Yeah, just think smart, man. You want to produce when you come to UM, you become a legend.
I found out this weekend that Radakovich was here when Schnellenberger was here. Like Radakovich was in school, like
yeah,
like Zoe knows Radakovich. Like,
listen, man,
like they all are back here. They all are back here to bring Miami back, bro.
Listen,
like this story is going to be written, dog.
They always in the glory days. They all know and how what it takes to get that. So,
right.
The boys are back in town.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, bro.
No problem. Hey, so for everybody who kept asking, I'm almost done. I'm coming up with the criteria to create Footballville on our own ratings for kids in South Florida. I'm coming up. I'm almost finished with the criteria. I got like a few more to add.
I picture X in the lab with an apron on and fucking gargles and shit. Like,
yeah. Man, I'm cooking up something. Man. Yeah, I'm cooking up something. We're gonna finally have our own criteria where we rate South Florida kids the proper way, not the way that everybody else rate them.
Postal King said we get any commits this month. I just think fans just like commits. Commits are like power pellets or some shit. They
Yeah.
You get 30 transfers. They be like, man, why nobody ain't committing?
I mean, fans? Are y'all more excited about them committing now opposed to them committing close to signing day? Because so much can happen. Right?
I think we fall short this year. Because we haven't proven shit. Like everything we've proven off the field, nothing has been proven on the field, and I think that's going to have to be shown at some point in time.
We're gonna definitely get commits. Mario is gonna get commits. That staff gonna get commits.
Right.
The thing I keep telling people is even if you get the commits, like I say, if you still got 6 months away to sign the date, like doesn't matter because it's so much can happen. Another school could call and say, "Hey man, you know that NIL deal they offered you, we got somebody who's finna give you a better one."
No, I mean I just think, but I also think that like Zoe explained to me. He wasn't coming here. Jerome wasn't coming here. Bratton wasn't coming here. Schnellenberger was savvy enough recruiter to sway all of them to click up and come. Remember that word, dog, clicking up. Remember that word because these kids will click up. It ain't nothing bigger than when they start saying, all right, man, us versus them. And they will click up and come the same way Bratton and Irvin and Jerome and all of them clicked up and came. Miami just got to give them a reason to come.
Ennis, Ray, said Baxter, go ahead and click up.
It may not happen this class. It may not happen next class. But I'm telling you, when they start talking like that, because Miami has to do its part. Like we never hold Miami accountable. Miami got to give them a reason to want to click up, and I think it's building. You know what I'm saying? They'll click up.
Who else? IMG kids.
I think we got the schedule we have this year. I think now if Miami does his job with the schedule we have this year, I think we could almost immediately say that might happen because if UM win this year, we're gonna have us a real good class. Like a really, really good class. So.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. Got another meeting to go to.
All right,
man.
Listen, man. Y'all stay locked in, man. Go check out the Luke Part 2 it dropped this morning. Luke Part 2, man. Starts off with a Amari Cooper story. It's gonna make you cry. So bring your handkerchiefs. 786-459-499. You want to get down with IOD Squad, or click the link in the top of the YouTube channel, man. I'm D, and don't put off tomorrow. Something you could do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D, man. I'm out of here.